Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. I have returned to Southern California after over 130 days, 19 and a half weeks. And take a look at that. Toy Story parking is open. The Disneyland Resort parks are open, Disneyland proper and DCA. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. 2020 was an unusual year, and for that entire time you could find me strolling around the perimeter of the Disney properties here in Anaheim, California on my bicycle, or walking with a glimmer of hope that things would reopen. And that very, very slowly took place, and then it came to the realization that it really was not moving forward at a quick enough pace. I ended up getting a place, Celebration, Florida, and that was in December of 2021. Came back here for a short time for a couple weeks just to tie up some loose ends, and then went back. And now I have returned once again. And there is some activity around these parts, as you can hear. There are cars pulling in, and I am going to walk around the perimeter of the resort, do the full circle, the grand circle loop, walking around, and just kind of give my thoughts on the past, the present, which is considerably different than it was when I was back here when I left on Valentine's Day of this year. So much has changed, and what the future holds. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? To be honest, it is very unusual to see a lot of activity through here. A lot different. There is definitely a glimmer of a positive aspect to that. But I am thinking back to all the memories that I had of going through this section countless times when it was almost unfathomable how empty it was. This Hilton over here has reopened. This was all kind of barricaded off. You couldn't even get over there. And I just looked up, they are bringing conventions back to the convention center. Even VidCon in October will be rearing its head again. Wow. So cool. It shouldn't sound like it would be that exciting to see vehicles in that little roundabout, but it is. Trust me, it is. Memories of the desolation of this place over the majority of that year. And then I really haven't been here much of this year, just for a couple of weeks, and then went back to Florida, set my place up in Central Florida. I did a food review series when things were kind of in the prime of all that was going on of 2020 up in LA, but some in Orange County. And many times I would ride my bike around and park, get takeout, because you couldn't go in any restaurants, and there were only a few restaurants open. And I would get takeout. I would sit at one of these tables, and I would just keep putting into the universe, one day everything will be back to how it was. And it kind of is, slowly getting there. Well, exponentially getting there. Very quickly, to be honest. A time frame that most of us, well, none of us ever assumed would happen in our lifetime, or ever. Happened. Will it ever happen again? Who knows? Will 5, 10, 15 years from now we even recall it? Will it just be such a distant memory that we don't even acknowledge it? Or if it maybe seems shorter than it really was, but when you're living in the moment, it seemed like an eternity, did it not? I'll also address, when am I going to go back to Disneyland? When am I going to go back onto Disney property here in Southern California? Not today. I will not be going into downtown Disney. I will not be going to DCA, or I will not be going to Disneyland. Soon I might go back to downtown Disney, but do not have any plans to go back to Disneyland for at least a week, well after the July 4th, holiday is over. And then maybe even a few days past that, so at least a week to more than that before I have a reservation to go in there. I'll go back, but it won't be today. Today I'm just gonna kind of peruse around, give my thoughts, and see what is now open versus what was closed on my last tenure walking around the premises. And even though there are some events taking place here later this year, 2022 is going to be very prevalent. Yeah, D23 will be taking place here, Star Wars Celebration, both of which I will do my darndest to attend. Looking forward to them. For a brief moment, I did consider landing. Flew in last night. The next day, getting a ticket. Well, I have some tickets, but I don't have all the reservations locked in yet. But attempting to get a reservation, even before this, pre-planning it. That way, when I got out here, once my feet hit the soil, well, the following day after the airport, attending and going to Disneyland, I had considered that. I considered going in here today. And if anyone was putting odds, or if anyone were betting folk, most would have assumed, you maybe have even thought, I'm gonna click on a video from Adam today, and I'm gonna see him inside Walt's Original Magic Kingdom. But you know what? I didn't feel like doing it. I feel like waiting. I waited long enough. And I just kind of wanted to soak in the sights, the sounds, and the ambiance of Orange County, California. Do a few other things and really gear myself up, prime myself up for it. Why did I make that decision? I have no idea. And as I was walking down this path, I'm going to take the loop all the way here up Catella, go down Harbor, and then go around the back by the parking structure. And I am going to see guests going in that I have not seen in over a year, well over a year. This is kind of my stomping ground. I have spent a lot of time around here, and it was put quite the smile on my face. Well, you can't see it from here. I'll get to it in a moment. But over there is the former California Screamin' Incredicoaster now, and the Mickey Fun Wheel. I think it's called Pixar Pal around now. Kind of showing some of the old school names. I could see them moving. I could hear the screams. And it kind of got me right here. Disneyland's back. It's like something I shouldn't even, you would think, why would someone get excited about this? There are way more problems out there. There were more problems out there, and yes, that is true. But wow. What a year. Okay, digressing from that. Let's do a little update on what's going on around here. Let me get some coffee over here. Oh, at this coffee stand, which was on and off closed for a long time, and I'm gonna say it's probably open. Get myself a piping hot caffeinated beverage. Oh yeah, high of 81 today, no humidity. Ugh. I'm back, California. Love the weather here. Oh yeah, the Alpine Inn, open. This was closed for a long time. The rental car place, open. This was closed for a long time, and Disneyland has replaced the banners. They had some Incredibles banners up, kind of talking about, you know, the current state of things and distancing and the situation. And they have been replaced now with Mickey saying, "Come on in." And within eye view of this coffee place, you'll notice up there on the top of that hotel, I booked a room up there, doing a hotel series for a while too, late last year, when you couldn't really get in the parks. And I kind of peeked in from a distance. You could see down, you could see the castle, you could see the Matterhorn, you could see all that. Don't have to do that anymore. Just buy a ticket, book, get a reservation, and walk right in if you so choose. Wow. Those are going to be some times I'll never forget. And yes, they were open. And just seeing people, crowds of people, well, not crowds, but seeing a small congregation of people walking across Catella and Harbor brings some joy to my heart, because yeah, this is nice. The doors to the A Market have reopened as well. On the other side of the A Market is a 7-Eleven that some claim to be, or was, before all this happened, the busiest 7-Eleven in the US on the corner of Catella and Harbor. Never confirmed that, but that's what some say. One place that has not reopened yet is the Candy Cane Inn, which I really want to stay here one of these days. It says hotel is closed. They are doing some serious renovations. One day I will stay at the Candy Cane. It's kind of it's very, among former annual pass holders, there are no APs at Disneyland anymore, but it was kind of a go-to spot that I've heard good things about. I'd like to stay here one day when it reopens. Across the way there, Castle Inn and Suites has also reopened its doors, and the Anaheim Hotel, which I believe the Anaheim Hotel there on that corner, which you can pay, I think, well, you used to be able to pay $20 and park there instead of parking over at the parking structure at Disney and walk in. That has reopened as well as far as lodging. But this one here was not open last time I was in town. But there's a lot of cars in the parking lot. It's back. Traffic has escalated quite a bit as well, and this sidewalk is seeing quite a bit of foot traffic as well with guests walking to the park. Oh yeah, I showed these when they were moved from the front of the park over to here. Sometimes I would stand here, I was doing a video kind of documenting these when they were replaced from way over there, and no one was on this block. Up here at the very end is Walt Star. It is the very last one. Walt Disney. Got the buses pulling in. Now the way I recall it is they had all this kind of stanchioned off with these concrete dividers. Did, however, lose Jim Boy's over there. It's in the bottom of that hotel. The hotel's back. Jim Boy's is gone. A pretty good taco place that I would frequent very, very often. Pre-2020. The drop-off area and rideshare stop-off. All back. Monorail's not back yet though. If I saw the monorail going by here, I'd get pretty dang excited. That would be cool. But I don't believe it's back. No one queuing up over there for downtown Disney, which was, that space there was utilized for that for a long time. The buses are back. Okay, now I'm starting to get really excited about thinking about going back in there later this month. Oh, I have missed you, Disneyland. You have no idea, because you're pretty much just an inanimate place. But if you knew how much I missed you, you'd probably sigh a little, aw, because I have. Looks to be Camelot also back. And of course, someone doing some yard work back in there. Camelot, oh yeah, look at that. Look at all those cars in there. Camelot is back, and what the heck? This is when you know everything is back on track. This was fenced off for well over a year. You couldn't even go past this point. There was a chain link fence. It said reopening soon. It was not soon. Spoiler alert, Mickey D's. You did not reopen soon. You were closed a long time, and now there are people parking, going through the drive-thru. This makes me very happy. Wow. The McDonald's across from Disneyland is back. Yes. Look at that. They even have a little banner up there. Welcome back. Dine-in is open. It wasn't just dine-in, the whole thing was closed. Even drive-through, everything. You couldn't even get in here. Panera's back. Look at that. Panera's back open. Yes. Anyone who has just stumbled upon my channel recently and may not have seen any of the series when I was going around here, they could see all the gates up here blockading all of these, and there were no cars, or seen me riding around on the bike and there was no traffic, not one vehicle here. You might not understand the excitement I have right now, but I had to do this. This was a must-do before finally going back in the park. And this will probably be my last ever complete full circle walk around of the Disneyland Resort. That just hit me all of a sudden. This will probably be the last one I ever do, because from now on, I'll just be in the park. Courtyard Marriott now open. Mimi's now open. No longer a ghost town. The ghost town days are long gone. Long gone. Listen closely. Listen. Do you hear it? It's the freaking train. I can hear the train on the track over there. I am in trouble. If I got a little emotional right there, just hearing the train over there. I spent a lot of time at Walt Disney World recently. A lot of time since the reopenings last July. Walt Disney World's been almost open a year already. About another week or 10 days. It'll have been a full year. There's something very special about Disneyland. Probably because it's my quote-unquote home park, meaning it's a lot smaller in proximity than Disney World, but it has a little something special, mostly because I hear activity over there. I did not think this was going to be that big of a deal for me to walk around here. Woo, if I'm getting this way, just walking around the perimeter hearing the train, I don't know what it's going to be like when I finally go back in there. Man, the feels. What I'm looking at now is Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, which is being built. Toontown. I've kind of stayed spoiler free on the reopenings of Disneyland. I've maybe total watched 3 different videos since the park has reopened here, and even those I skimmed through, and that was back during the reopenings. So it's been a while. I haven't really followed anything. I haven't searched anything. I've been inundated with Walt Disney World. So being back here and seeing movement, I didn't think it was going to get to me the way it has, but wow. I am so happy this is back. And everything is now more or less behind us and moving forward. Wow. Emotional. I'll probably be a little bit of a mess walking back in there. I might not show it. I might not physically shed a tear. But inside I will be a whole range of emotions. I have heard that these offices here, these offices that are owned by Disney, the architecture of it is made to look like the front of a train. Pretty neat, right? Like the front of a train, like a cattle guard for a train. Continuing my full Grand Circle tour around the outskirts of the property. Another reason, one of the many reasons, well, not many, but one of the couple reasons why I'm putting off my return to going inside the parks till a little later in the month is because I know once I do, it's game on. I will be in there a lot, and I'm just not ready to inundate myself with that after returning from Florida. Just giving myself a little room, a little elbow room to get at one with my thoughts, do a few other things. Because once I'm back in there, let it be known, mark my words, I'm going to be in there a lot. Prepare thyselves, viewers and me. I tell it to myself. So I'm waiting till middle of the month, almost middle of the month, before going in, because it's going to be a real thing when I'm in there. Yeah! Oh man, I hope I can wait. Oh, I am so happy. Southern California, Anaheim, Orange County, it's back. Living in such close proximity to this place, and for a solid year, gleams of hope that never came to fruition. By the way, this is the Pope House, the oldest building on property here. Just want to show this real quick. They moved it from deeper into the property over here to the corner by the main thoroughfare. I just had to pull myself away from it. I had to leave. It was being in this area when everything, almost like this never had existed, it never would exist again. And after months and months and months and months and months of assuming things were going to go back to how they were, and they didn't, for our own mental well-being, I had to leave. I just had to leave for a while. I tried long enough, but I had to get away. Just had to get away. How do I cross the street? Oh, over here. Oh, there's a bunch of pallets right there. It might be hard for some to grasp, but I had the opportunity to just to kind of clear my head and go to Florida, and that's what I did, and it worked out pretty well. I was waiting for this light to change. It is interesting how a bad situation or certain times can affect your mind and affect your life a lot. A bad situation ended up being beneficial because I never would have I had even made the statement, I will never move back to Florida. And I'm glad I did. There's a lot of benefits in that, and it worked out here. Having the place here and having the place there. Now I can just bounce back and forth, something I would have never done. And if it continues to work out very well, I'll keep both coasts. And if one place doesn't work out, I could end up back here. I could end up just out there, get rid of either place. Right now, it's working out pretty well. I think it's gonna be good for the future. I'm gonna keep doing that for quite some time. No plans on getting rid of either or. I'm just gonna have both. And just go where the wind blows, or where the weather coordinates, or certain events happen. Would you look at that, the green arrows going off of the freeway over this bridge that was built to head into the parking structure. The green arrows are activated, saying that the parking structure is open to guests. I mean, I knew it was, but just like I said, seeing it with my own eyes makes me very happy. Very happy. I'll admit this is a lackluster update in comparison to what has been shown, others have shown, what has been out there on the internet since the reopenings. But it's more of a more of a personal look from me. So it won't be as overwhelming when I step foot back in there, because I'll have already kind of known of just things around the perimeter, seeing certain things, and I can really, I can handle it a little bit better, where it's not like all just happened back there, thrown at me at once. So this is more of a personal look, personal update, than it would be news breaking, news flash, current, up to date. It's not up to date. It's up to date in here though. It's up to date for me. It's my own update, if you will. Look at that. Cars going into, well, one car going into the parking area. Here comes another one. Let's witness it in real time. I have not seen this in well over a year. Car pulling in to the parking area. That's what's up. Oh, there's guests walking across up there. There's people up in the parking area. About to go underneath where downtown Disney crosses over. In fact, you can see the dragon up there at the top, from the top of the store, but look off in the distance. Now, a few feet back, over the last overpass, there were guests walking in. The trams are not back. You have to walk from the parking structure down the tram route. But the tram route is open for walk-through traffic. Will be neat to see that monorail making the loop around again. Gotta wonder if it'll be back before I even head back in. It'd be kind of cool for me to go back into the parks once the monorail's back. Might not be by mid-month though when I'm planning to head back in. Well, a little before mid-month. But having the monorail in there would really kind of add to the equation and the ambiance quite a bit. That's the monorail beam right there. You see it going up through the palm trees. Grand Californian Hotel and Paradise Pier Hotel are back as well. Oh, I am hearing some screams from some of the rides at DCA. Getting a little closer, but yeah, the hotels are back. Goofy Sky School right there. Hearing the happy guests in there. I'll be one of them soon enough. And as I kind of go up here, be coming into view will be the Fun Wheel and Incredicoaster. I keep wanting to call it California Screaming, but Incredicoaster. I'm also getting my steps in. This is quite a walk around the entire property. It's good exercise. And I don't have a car here right now. My car, hello, my car's back in Central Florida. So I'm either gonna have to rent cars, do public transit, some ride sharing, or, you know, catch some lifts with friends over time. I'm just kind of winging it out here. Just kind of winging it. This weather's amazing, however. So good. Doing a little tree maintenance over there, trimming the palm tree leaves. See the Fun Wheel going around. See if we can get a ride vehicle on Incredicoaster again. Where are you at, ride vehicle? There it is. There it goes. Going up the Ascension. Okay, I got that. Let me zoom in a little bit. See if we see a ride vehicle zoom by. The ride cars. Any moment now. Wait for it. Be patient. I hear it. I hear it. I think it's going through the circle. And then up. And there it is. Nailed it. Up, another one going up through the stream tubes. Those tubes are called scream tubes. That way you cannot hear the yells all the way over here, and it doesn't disturb any of the hotel guests or home or apartment owners. Scream tubes, that's what they're called. And this is how oblivious I am to everything that's been happening in California. I nearly forgot about Avengers Campus over at DCA. This banner just reminded me. Also, since I've been gone, this hotel here, the Westin, has opened. They were really kind of rushing to get it done before I left. Looks as if it's open. I bet you could get a really good view from the top floor of DCA. Pretty neat to stay there one day. Might look into that. No time soon, but maybe one day. You can probably get a really good view of one of the rooms, like up there per se, over into DCA over there. Yeah, look, they're doing some tree maintenance. That sidewalk's closed, that's why I walked on this side. That's gonna do it for today. The soothing sounds of a wood chipper, a siren going by up on Harbor and Catella. I'm almost there. But that's gonna do it. Oh, a butterfly just went by right there. Where you at? Oh, right there, look. Butterfly just went by my head. Oh, there's another butterfly down there as well. There's a couple butterflies. So we have the soothing flight of a butterfly with the wood chipper, with the siren coming in, with Incredicoaster in the distance. And before it gets too loud, I'm gonna end this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. What's happening?